Thank you so much for joining me at the Nerdium. Season 2, as you can see, the show looks rather different. Y'all might recognize this fella here. This is my husband, Matt. He was on the very first episode of the Nerdium. So if you guys been with us for a while, you'll recognize his face. Hey, baby.
Hey. Missed out on getting a haircut yet again. I've been in straight grinding mode, to be honest with you. How you doing? I like the new set design.
I'm happy that you wanted to do it with me. You're my number one, so we got this down today.
Of course.
So any relevant topics, anime related? What animes have we been watching?
Oh my goodness. What have we not been watching? Let's start with Demon Slayer. It just looks so beautiful right now.
Funny thing, this is my least favorite season of Demon Slayer, honestly. Last season was better. That was my favorite one, Little Tenzin.
Everybody got their favorites, but I like swords. I like craftsmanship. I like people with the mask doing that all the time. Because they have integrity.
That's what they meant. I feel like it's always been that debate because a lot of people think Demon Slayer is mid. This season has been, but I think, because Demon Slayer is not an old anime, but it came out way before it got popular.
Well, I'll tell you this thing about anime. When you watch it and when you take it in, each experience is different for the next person. So to classify it as something other than magnificent the first time you saw it, the one time, I was going to say every time, but the one time you start to put one classification on something that has the potential to be the greatest thing you've ever seen, I was tuned in, hanging on the edge of my seat, and I only do that for things that really get me, like, fried, take my money. Like,
what I didn't like about it is, in anime, I feel like it's an anime thing that absolutely nobody has a happy backstory. It's just the same way every rapper is just magically from the hood. Like, nobody grew up in a nice middle-class family.
I don't want to give no spoilers, but some people was just going through self-confidence, so
nobody was just like, you know what, I want to do this. It's always been something that pushed them. Family got ate, family got killed. I had my arm cut off. We was confused as to who even died at one point.
But we found one. We found one with not so terrible of a backstory, and she's probably the coolest. She's got, like, I would say capoeira, ballerina, gymnastics, all types of things.
Yeah.
She be doing flips and stuff. I wish I could still do flips. I was just talking to, producers and all different types of people. I've been places,
Granted, I don't like the concept that, Tanjiro as an MC, what I like about him, they make him so realistic because I've never seen an MC get beat up and lose as much as Tanjiro does.
He comes back twice as strong, and he has a lot of admiration from a lot of people everywhere. Like, if you just showed up somewhere and you already pulled your weight.
I would like to see an anime where the MC is an asshole. Kind of like JoJo. They're not all very...
That's just this different lineages. Like,
he isn't the nicest, but...
JoJo has his moments. Like,
JoJo is honestly one of the greatest animes I think I've seen. Next to like Dragon Ball Z.
I slept on it like you slept on Hunter x Hunter.
I still really don't watch that, but that's one of those shows where
that's tragic.
I have watched a lot of anime. I don't watch a lot of animes all the way through. It's not that I'll never, but it's not a priority.
It's about finishing them. What?
It's about fishing them.
That's not what I said.
What did you fishing them?
Finishing them.
Oh, finishing them. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
In the ending, even if it's sad, the journey has a climax and then it has a conclusion.
Well, I don't spoil it about it. I'll see it and probably before I die I'll look at it, but I won't spoil it from it.
If
the ending was sad,
we're still talking about Demon Slayer, then the whole thing has just been depressing. But if we're
That
talking
anime
about,
is genuinely depressing. You don't get. I feel like in a lot of animes now, they feel like the sadder the characters are, it makes them more relatable.
I mean, most people relate to each other through trauma. That's currently what one of my animes is about, and to
High School of the
shed.
Dead?
No, my own personal anime.
Oh,
Like I'm currently working on one, and they shed light on that one.
what
It's
is this? You, his we. What is this? I.
yeah.
We.
Yeah.
I feel like
We're working
a
on
lot
it
of
collaboratively.
people that have looked at the Nerdium knows me and you own Pop Road and our anime company, and we have like base material for a lot of anime that we're working on,
and TV shows. I mean,
and like video games and stuff. And I mean, I guess that's what's good. 'Cause I mean, personally, I'll say it. People who are like otaku or love anime to the point that they go nowhere else with things, I personally couldn't sit underneath that umbrella because a lot of things, like fun fact, a lot of My Hero Academia was inspired by X-Men, which if you look at it, they have the exact same concepts.
but can you genuinely say they are their own two entities?
I mean,
One thing can grab any type of.
I'll say it's the difference is My Hero focuses on one character versus X-Men focused on the school. It wasn't about any one character. That's how you got to know so many of them.
I mean, you had your base characters though.
I mean,
that
that's because
you
you had-
knew
I
that
mean,
was
that's-
gonna come up and turn tide. They was gonna.
That because you had the actual X-Men, which was like Storm, Jean Grey. Wolverine came later. I feel like I could be mistaken, but I don't think Wolverine was actually a part of the X-Men. I could be wrong, but I don't think he really was. But I think he just consists of Storm, Jean Grey, Professor
No,
X.
He was definitely in there because he
He
was
was
a teacher.
in there. He wasn't no damn teacher.
He was a teacher.
You think Wolverine was who? Who would he have taught?
He taught everybody about life.
That's different. He wasn't no. He certainly wasn't a damn.
Everything.
He was a drifter too. He wasn't even always at the school, and he lived forever.
He protected people.
He
Sometimes.
did it optionally. The best one in there, the best X-Men who was like sincerely like down for that school the hardest, that never went nowhere, was Cyclops. He stayed there,
I mean, he was down bad for his Lady Red.
and she was not down bad for him not once in that whole
mean-
show. She was just like,
Like he was building on himself. I'm like, she'll come back.
she
I
didn't.
know.
Eventually, Jean Grey dies, and that's not a spoiler. If you ain't seen that yet, Jean Grey don't stick around forever. She had a lot happening with her.
I mean,
She turned into the Phoenix. and then
Phoenix.
she got that taken from her, but then she got it back again.
walk around on fire.
She was hot as the Phoenix, though. Did you ever see her in like her full yellow and green?
I love your
Phoenix outfit.
appreciation for these characters. There's something rich about it.
Before, I feel like, in fact, before it was like everybody was hot on anime. It was comic books, and I mean, the X-Men, Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated series was hilarious. Batman frequently he would beat up anybody. He had equal rights for his fists. He didn't care.
Batman was not giving out health care. He was giving out ass whooping, butt whoopings.
But yeah, but I mean, I guess
Snap,
when it
crackle, and
comes,
pop. I actually have a rap called that, but
you do.
yes, snap, crackle, and pop.
Do you know some of it?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
I mean, it's in there. But the biggest one that is current right now, which I've done in every Uber ride. So all of my people, they know, just if they want it, it is purely optional. And then,
I mean, what's the one that you've done in Uber rides?
so it's called legislation. Would you like to hear it?
Well, God, yes. You rolled up your sleeves for it. Go for it.
Prepped for it. This is my new tattoo too. All right.
It's a year old.
Okay.
We got them at the same time.
You gotta show your curse mark over there. It's Naruto. Represent.
Somebody put that Naruto music over me showing this and editing. Okay.
It's called legislation.
Go for it.
Legislation written in red ink. Medication so I can say and think about nations. National treasures, I think. Governors publicating to the races to speak their mind with hate to subjugate like your reason for your demise is your color and where you came. And that's a shame. No snitches who get you twitching about who's real and who ain't. The broke boys like broke toys dipped in red paint. My hands can't cut it out like Operation. Limited to infinite. That's too legit to quick and get rich quick and get dipped in benefits. That's candles lit and dinners rolled. Roll your tongue and get deceitful. Resident Evil, that sequel. Your irresistible naval base is irreplaceable. Those freaky emojis got me tweaking immediate defeat. That booty with ease, misusing like masseuses and abusing my gift of that touch like Confucius. Poetic justice is a trust mushed and gust. You must run into the motel for fun. The cinnamon, no wintermon. A song you subscribe to. Your girl come alive, rewind to. That's extra sweet. Your heat-seeking demons got me intrigued like those meat butchers of rap. The ash into my good shirt. No deed is done. Motifs came for fun.
Oh, nice. I have heard that rap before. I always enjoy it though.
I do it in like a breath now.
That was one breath?
No.
Oh. I mean, that's good.
I wish though.
I don't think no rapper does it in one breath though. That would be insanity. Kanye West breathes so hard on his records. Every single time.
I mean,
so I like that though.
You got that rap, you got a lot of art that's coming out. I got a whole portfolio I forgot to bring today, but t-shirts coming out and album covers as well as features too. So I'm not gonna give away too much because I need to put
What was that? I mean, you do.
I gotta put it together.
Okay.
Better, like
I mean,
fine tune, network, get the right people. Once you have platitudes out of the way and you actually have passion, drive, and actual energy to do it. I have life coaching clients. Like, if anybody has any type of
so when it comes to life
confidence
coaching
issues or anything,
what is life coaching?
so I actually offer 4 different courses, and I'm gonna keep them at about 25 a piece, just so make a solid 100, so that you're getting a full cycle and awareness of what you're actually getting for yourself. First one is mindset, because you need a mindset mentor, especially if you're gonna commit to actually doing something different for yourself. Like, I know different people that would look at me and not assume that I am pretty strong, but if you put me in a situation and push comes to shove and I have to dig my feet in and actually lift and be supportive anchor, I'm lifting steel beams and you're looking at me like he's a liability. Like, like
I mean,
I'll do a lot, but
and I mean, that's
confidence is a big portion of it. And once you commit to doing something, muscle memory takes 30 days to actually show an improved difference. So anything you're trying to do, I wanted to draw and I kept on drawing, and now I have a portfolio of over 100 pages where people are like, oh my goodness, what am I looking at? Like, that's what art is supposed to be, right? Like, I should have an ascot.
That's not what you would do with an ascot.
Is it the neck thing?
Yeah, like Fred used to wear it.
I mean, that was a hair flip.
What is that got to do with an ascot?
If I had hair, I mean, artists are like satirical.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
At least what I saw on Martin. Like, he was hilarious. Jamie Foxx was hilarious. I like improv, so you were there with me that one time on stand-up.
Oh yeah, if y'all, I do stand-up comedy, and I got you into doing it too.
I was terrified.
It's only about as scary as you think things are.
It was all
Honestly,
the jokes that I did not plan for that landed, and all the ones I planned for was like,
That because in people's head, we as people hype things up to be more than what they actually are.
Honestly,
That's more so what it is.
once I started being myself and like being a little bit more goofy and kind of interacting with the crowd and relaxing a little bit more, you saw everybody start to unwind a little bit and just kind of have a good time.
Yeah, overthinking is kind of, it's like a mental plague.
That's
like
that mindset.
You'll just kind of overthink things, and then you'll just be like, or just, I don't know, you kind of get into a habit of things. Just like I told you, one of my favorite animes now is Soul Hunt. It's not Soul Hunter, Soul Eater.
Soul Eater, yeah.
When I was younger, my brother didn't like it, so by default, I didn't like it. I had never looked at it, never investigated it.
Yeah, that's that Jones effect. You gotta have your own general wonder about anything in life.
And so when you kind of step out of the box and you come comfortable with yourself and your own mindset, I love Soul Eater. In fact, it's like the background of my computer at this point.
We getting off topic.
There was no topic.
3 other services that I offer for life coaching, but it's not your fault. We got so much to talk about, and it's the 2nd season, so it's excited. Look at all this stuff. It looks so cool. Look at
I mean, even the background. I saw a Ninja Turtle.
Okay, so you also have
it's the red one.
Fitness. Was that like Donatello?
I have bad vision. I believe no. Donatello is orange.
I don't even know.
I believe.
It's.
I don't know. I don't know which is who. I think that's Raphael. Raphael's the red one.
This is us normally.
I think he's kind of an asshole. Go for what you
I was
saying.
mad about cursing earlier, but you just did.
I've been doing it as long as you don't start dropping like the C's and the P's and the N's.
Is the word blur gonna pop up on my mouth?
The word, the little pixelated box.
Thing. I saw that on Jackass once, and I was like, hilarious. It's like cotton.
I think Jackass
static.
isn't. I remember going to when Jackass the part 2 came out. I went to the show with my grandma to see it. She had no clue what it was. That was the first time I discovered you can indeed get your money back at a theater.
No, you can get your money back if you use your Karen powers to activate enough time to stop that person's day.
I mean,
I feel like absolutely every race can do it too. Like, ain't no viral video. Like, it's the people that felt like recording. Straight up.
And I mean, but yeah, you mentioned it though.
Before we continue. Mindset, you got fitness, you got exercise, and you got supplementation. Now the supplementation, I got about 6.5 years at GNC where they had me going to every store in Illinois area where I had customers kind of following me around because when I say no platitudes, I'm giving people information, and people feel rejuvenated when they have actual information for the problem that they're asking for, and you have someone actually taking in what they're saying, so you're not just trying to build a brand on someone. You're trying to build rapport, build a relationship. Because
but you mentioned that it was fitness and exercise. How do they differ?
So fitness is going to be just every day, any type of task, any type of errand, any type of coitus, any type of watching the kids, anything. It's anything that you don't have control over, but that you have to expend a type of energy for. And those be the best times to actually work out, when you get to a gym, when you get to a field, when you get to basketball or a specific niche or something like that, and you get a time to actually implement a specific time for you to grow in something, then you have limitless potential to invest in yourself separately.
And then exercise is just exercise.
Let me ask you, how many times do the stairs destroy us going home?
Every time. I don't know why
we have different body types.
Second floors.
And this is just a sign of COVID and all that eating on both hands. We all need to work out.
Start or stop there, but
I don't know.
It was like that
when your resolution was, what year, but
I hate New Year's resolutions.
We gotta work out. And I recommend Lifetime Fitness because I'm gonna start boxing in there again. I boxed 6 months for a 1 month free trial. They kept me on now.
I have to stop you. What camera are you looking at?
Everywhere.
Okay.
I'm everywhere.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But that was informative.
Lifetime Fitness. You can box there. They got a spa.
Do you ever look at
You can look at anime while you run on a treadmill.
No, I would look at something that's more
Like Bones or something. Look at Bones.
I would look at not Bones. I guess when I'm in a gym, I don't want to look at anything. I feel like I don't want to be in motion and watching anything, just music.
Do you like motion sickness?
No, it's just I don't want to say it's obnoxious to me, but it just seems it's just I don't want to do it. Like my mom goes to the gym and she'll literally ask me to change the channel. That's kind of, is it me or is that slightly obnoxious?
I mean, it's like a community TV.
Exactly. So requesting a channel, is that not?
I mean, if nobody else cares, what
I guess
channel?
if the gym is empty, but I mean, unless somebody go and survey the whole gym.
I mean, that's a pretty overthought thought about the channel. If the person don't care,
I feel like
all the other people can.
It's like you're here for the wrong reasons. If the station is what's bothering you,
But was she working out though? That's the question.
I don't know. Probably not. She said she was, but I don't believe it. Probably not. But
you gotta have faith in everybody, even if it seems.
I mean,
everybody.
I believe whatever makes the next person happy. But
I believe the level of indifference that we have, if you can agree to disagree with someone and genuinely hear both opinions to hear, I would have never thought about that.
You're asking for a level of maturity that rarely, if ever, actually happens. But
that's only assumed if, you're already ready to give that person a specific, stature, oh, this person is meek, so they shouldn't understand my words, so I have to scream them.
So, enough. Why did you turn to this, that uppity?
Because the assumption right there already destroys the relationship, even if the people don't know each other, because you've already assumed I am something, so therefore something cannot happen before asking me. And I've been privy to doing that way too often. It's body language now, and it's taking a second to go into yourself, listen, look around, and then kind of relax.
Well, Matt, this has been so much fun. I really enjoyed the new set and everything here.
If we stayed on the topic.
I mean,
but it was a good conversation.
Conversation is king. So
you got all the pops back here.
And everything. I know y'all may not be able to see absolutely all of them, but it's like April O'Neil.
Who's that? Caesar.
Which is like the
Cesar face.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but yes. I don't think you pronounce it with the Z that hard.
I'm a whole fool.
But I want to thank everybody so much for coming in, joining us, sticking around for the conversation. You guys are going to be seeing more content from the Nerdium, us doing different things, same old interviews, musical guests. Thank you, Matt, for that rap. I really like Legislation. That was a pretty good rap.
Yes.
And
Instagram handles, if you want my art page to see what's current and new, art_by_Maltese is MULTEASE. If you want to hear music, change that S to $sign and just Maltese.
Nice. And
all platforms.
You guys know where to find us at. It's at the Nerdium on every single platform. It's the same, simple to find. Make sure you guys follow us for more content, clips, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. Matt, again, thank you for joining us.
Yo, thank you for having me.
We're saying that like we're not about to get in the same car together. But thank everybody for just sticking around, coming to the show. You guys have a great day, a great night wherever you are. Thanks for coming in.